So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Are you?
I'm marvelous, darling. Good morning, sunshine.
Like good and professional and like put together, and I look like I just went to bed.
No, listen, you were showing up in the spirit of excellence and you were getting it done as the ray of sunshine that you are. And don't you dare let them tell you different. Okay.
That's so nice.
Look, I appreciate you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join me today on the tan line because I've got questions that need answers.
And I have answers to your questions.
I love it. So today we have none other than the Tashie Bhuiyan. Did I say that right?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Now listen, you spent some time inking a young adult novel. We're talking about romance. So here it is, somewhere between here and there. We have a show for two. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration.
So A Show for Two is a YA novel that follows the main character, Mina Rahman, who's an aspiring screenwriter, when a celebrity goes undercover at her high school. And it's inspired by, during my senior year of high school, a celebrity went undercover as a student, and obviously it was a time, and it happened to be Tom Holland, who was preparing for his upcoming film, Spider-Man.
What?
It's insane. Like, to this day, I'm still like, did that really happen? Or
Yeah, it did. And we have the novel to prove it. Hello.
Exactly. It's so funny because like the character is actually nothing like Tom Holland, but I'm like, I was there, so I still get to use this as writing inspiration.
Exactly. And, as a writer, the inspiration, it hits you and you can't say where it's going to come from. Sometimes it's 3:00 in the morning from a random commercial. It could be walking down the high school classroom halls. Who knows?
Exactly. Sometimes it could be like the random person that everybody is Googling at the same time. Like, who is Tom Holland?
Yeah, right. Now, have you always known that you wanted to be a writer professionally?
Yes. Well, okay, so I didn't think it was possible for a long time, but I definitely wanted, like, like when people are like, when you're like 5 years old and people are like, what's your dream career? And you're like, I want to be an astronaut or whatever. Mine was like, I want to be an author. But like, I was like, man, it's probably like, I probably can't do it. Like, I want to do it so bad, but
I want to do it so bad. And you figured a way out. You made it happen, clearly.
I literally somehow, God knows.
Now, did you ever find like the little fork in the road to where you say, okay, this part is really good, but now I'm in chapter 10 and I might want to rethink chapters 9 and 1 to God. The writing process. How do you pivot when you finally have that moment of, oh, this could work better?
When I have that moment of this could work better, I go into a room and scream for 5 solid minutes. I'm just like,
not the temper tantrum.
Sometimes, it's okay because no one else is seeing it,
Right. And we'll write about that too.
Exactly. So then afterwards, I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, deep breaths. Let's just go back to 2 chapters ago and see what the problem is and how we ended up here and why I now want to jump out a window. And usually that helps, like, once you retrace your steps. But those initial first, like, 10 to 15 minutes, you're just like,
yeah. And see, and then that's one of the things as a writer, I have issues with saying it's now complete, because you always have the remix. Now, when I'm writing songs, I can remix it. But when you're putting something together like this, the remix is going to hit a little different because now you have to figure it out. But when you're finding the voices and the tone for the different character and okay, now I need to implement this person. How do you trace that? Is there like a certain timeline that you follow?
So I'm like a very intensive plotter, which basically just means like, I plot the story from like chapter 1 to whatever chapter the book ends on. But I do find that despite plotting, which should make it easier, sometimes I'll get to like, I don't know, like chapter 20 and I'm like, wait, I don't know.
How did we get here?
I just don't know about this.
I know.
But I think that once you get into the flow of it, you usually figure out your characters pretty well. It's kind of fun because like you're writing the characters falling in love, but as an author, I also fall in love with my characters the more that I write them because I'm like, I'm getting to know them the same way. So I think that is really rewarding, like feeling like, you know, I'm getting to know these people as much as they're getting to know each other.
Yeah. And then you're taking us along this journey. So many
Yeah.
writers, you know, they're going to create a space where everyone can escape. And we've all been on this island for quite some time, and we needed a different sense of entertainment and something that's going to help us escape, right? I'm here for it.
Different.
Yeah, yeah. Give me something other than the new norm. Can't take it. And with a show for two, for the person who's picking up the book, what is it that you want them to walk away with?
So I think my main goal with this book is for readers to read it and walk away with a sense of hope and like feeling like, you know, like I can make it through this, like I can survive this and I can get my happy ending and life can be good. And also the idea that like home is where you find love.
Right.
You know, like it doesn't have to be a place. It can be the people in it. It can be the people who make you feel held.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I tell you what, this is an extension of your office. So the more you ink, the more we chat. Find your way back to this tan line because it's an open invitation.
I'll write a book right now.
Write it right now. Even if it's a blog about the book that you're going to write right now, you jump back on this tan line because I got you.
Thank you.
Now listen,
I'm honored.
Tashie Bhuiyan, and right now available where all books are sold. A show for two. I just need you to get it. Do anything you need to do to get it, except bootleg. Hello, somebody. Hello. Look, I know you got more work to do, but I appreciate you so much. You chase the sun or you let the sun chase you, but either way, you get after it.
Thank you.
Anytime. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so much. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Tan. Have a good day.
Take good care of her. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.